gang's all
That
here.
was
The gang's
awesome
all
what you
here,
sounds.
and the
Yep.
gang's ready to talk about
You
the
bet.
worst video game movie. Am I right, or am I right?
woke up
I
for
don't know
this.
if
I'm
ready for
Justin
this.
Branson, and I'll be your host, judge, and moderator, and these people will be your Cardinal film fighters. So if you'd like to introduce yourself and just name, major, and I don't really care what else you say. You have the floor.
Where
Right.
at there?
Yeah, sure.
We should start in the middle on one of these.
Steven, I'd like for you to start.
Hi, I'm Stephen Mason. My major is a finance major, and due to the location of this introduction, I can't really use my props in the best way possible, but rest assured I will use them all throughout this way. Good to meet you all, and happy fighting. Don't touch the props, man.
He's
Hands
got-
off.
He's got sunglasses.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Dude, you can go this way now.
Alright.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to snub you.
And then you
You're fine.
introduce yourself, and then I'll go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Process of elimination. Hi, I'm Ben Nelson. I'm a TCOM major, and I didn't bring any props because I intend to use all of my time wisely.
Hello, I'm Justin
goodness.
Branson. I like long walks on the beach, mostly because how it makes my hair look. I really like how the wind and salt water affect it, and it just gets a really good flow going.
I'm Carter Dahlgren. I enjoy mediocrely length walks on the beach. Not long, not short, a good medium. I'm a TCOM major. Howdy.
And
And we're off.
we're off. Today, we're talking about the worst video game movie. We're going to do it the only way we know how, with 1 minute to introduce, 5 minutes to just argue, and 30 seconds to conclude. So, Steven, I'd like for you to introduce first.
Could I not?
No.
Okay. There were a lot of games before Uwe Boll touched them with his greasy, horrifying hands of Rotten Tomato scores below 3. Blood Rain was unfortunately one of those video game series. Before it got a movie adaptation, it was a mildly successful PS2 era game series. It had 2 titles. They were, by all accounts, decent, but the movie was about the opposite, polarly, of what you could expect from a good movie. It has bad characters, bad acting, bad makeup, bad plot. Anything you can look at in a movie and see, hey, that's something that we should probably make good. It was not. It was the opposite. It was bad. Opposite, as you know, of good is bad. And Blood Rain equals opposite of good.
Which is?
Bad.
Just want to make sure you used all of your time.
Thank you.
Set you with the punchline. Good work there.
Right on time.
Carter.
Okay, all right. My movie sucks. It's so bad. You can't tell me it's good, all right? Don't even try. Hitman. Hitman is a game where you play as a bald man in a suit with a barcode on his skull, on the back of it, to be precise. It's actually his skin, but the skin is attached to the skull. He doesn't talk often. Sometimes he does, but he's definitely deadpan and maybe not a human. He shoots people, and you control him, and then they made a movie. And they tried to make him charismatic. That's the worst thing you could do. And he wasn't even bald. He had like a shadow on his head, like one of those, like you shaved it and then you waited like 3 weeks and he went out and did it like that. How's that work? You didn't even get the look. So strike 1. And then the rest of the movie, strike 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. And that's it.
Nice. You got all your time as well.
Well, if we're counting how bad movies are based on strikes, you said you had 10. Mine practically has 110. Mine is the Super Mario Brothers movie. Do I even need to say any more? I mean, just 3 words alone. Lizard Dennis Hopper. Like, what on earth is that guy doing in this movie? And, like, John Leguizamo as Luigi, like, you couldn't make me laugh harder based on that pitch alone. And, like, the same main character who did Who Framed Roger Rabbit is Mario. Dear God. Like, And like they got nearly every single thing wrong with this movie. Like Yoshi is an actual dinosaur that I'm pretty sure they just ripped off the effects from Jurassic Park. And like just this entire world that they have to go down, like it starts off in New York, first of all. Like that's a million red flags right then and there. And then like they have to go to this really dark world, and it's like it's not the game.
And I'd just like to clarify one quick thing before we move into the forum, just to make it easier. Which Hitman movie are you referring to?
There are two.
The one that happened really recently.
Okay. All right.
Glad
I don't know the year.
Glad we're all on the same page.
All right. That helps. Thank you. And now, with all of our arguments perfectly set up, how bad things are, let's figure out which one is the most not good.
There we go. Glad you
All
phrased
right.
it like that.
I got some words.
Thanks.
It sounds like your movie's kind of got a little bit going for it. You said it was funny-ish, and then also you mentioned Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's gold. So I don't see how your movie could possibly be terrible, actually. You're kind of framing it, but in a good light a little bit. Also, Mario, I mean, like the game itself, the very original game, there's not like a whole lot to base it out of. So I mean, like they took some creative liberties, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like there was much to ruin, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, his name is Mario, he's got a mustache, and then the movie was there.
Mario, I'm Luigi.
So, but like Hitman, there's something, and they did not that.
It's okay.
And I think we're disregarding the fact that the Mario Brothers movie is a comedic gold mine. Like, you could say it's so bad it's bad, but I'd
Hitman's
say
not funny.
so bad it's a masterpiece of the comedic arts.
Yeah.
Like,
Your
every
movie's
single
great,
frame
man. You've
is
got
just
great taste.
comedic. It's hilarious. It's done poorly, but it shines through. Like, people did not care about this movie, but that doesn't make it bad. That makes it a gold mine. For
Fact.
It's absolutely
it.
wonderful.
John Leguizamo went on the record saying that they hired strippers for extras.
That
That's
sounds
great.
badass, son.
I want to be on that set.
That sounds like
That's
a great
phenomenal.
movie.
That sounds like a kid-friendly video game movie to me.
Yeah. Hey, get the parents in there. They want to be a part of the fun too. Timmy gets to watch Mario on the big screen. Dad gets to watch a stripper.
right,
But
now
it's
you're
not
there we
Mario.
go.
It's not the
Talk
game
smack
in
about
any
your
way.
stuff.
You watch the original. You watch the
Did
original
you want him
game.
to run
like,
around and punch bricks?
Yes.
Yeah, excuse me.
it's
Just
fun.
a quick question all across the board. Are any of your movies a good representation of the game? Any of them?
far
Actually,
from it.
Hitman has
Nope,
a
it's not.
semi-legible way of looking from the movie to the game.
Thank you.
Have the main character, who is also the main character. He looks vaguely similar from game to movie.
Vague, very
vaguely
strong,
similar,
very
but if you
strong
put two
vague.
of those things right next to each other, it's like,
There's
yeah,
a lot of
I can see that.
Your
You could
your
also
film
see that
iconically looks like Mario.
similarly in
No.
a very squinty
No, you
way.
can't.
Blood Rain
You
doesn't
would need
have
to-
this.
you would need to squint
Blood
so much you
Rain
need to
doesn't
close
have
your eyes
this.
and just have to imagine.
Blood
Rain
Rain
has a
does
cool title
not
going for
have
it.
this. That's the only thing
I
it
think
has
it's
going
it's
for
got
it.
a little bit going for it.
The games
Tell
are
me a little
s-
bit about
okay,
Blood Rain.
Okay, the games are set in 1930s
And then where's the
Nazi
movie
Germany,
set?
the 1600s.
That sounds fine.
That
a little
doesn't
bit of,
even
a little bit of
connect.
allegory.
They use the
What's wrong with
title.
that?
They use the title, and that's it. They have vampires in there.
Then that's good. Just
That
because the
doesn't make
title's
s-
there,
that
it
doesn't-
could just
there's
it's just
nothing
a good
there.
Movie is what
It's-
you're
it's
saying.
hardly
and then
there.
It's just like they own the property. That's fine. But mine, they tried to do the Hitman, and then they didn't.
You know, I saw the Hitman movie, and I thought, man,
At the end,
I
he
just
smiles and he like
I
winks to the
just
camera.
kinda wasted
Maybe
my
not
time,
exactly.
didn't
I mean,
I?
yeah,
But-
that proves that he's a relatable character.
No, but he's not.
This is
you
true.
relate to Hitman on any level.
I mean, I
You
also
can't
have
relate
hair.
to any of my characters whatsoever. Peach is not a princess.
Hitman is a bald, faceless man, and
Hey,
and
he
you
has
know who
At least got
Mario
the
is.
He has a face in both
charisma,
video
baby.
game and movie. This is fact. Don't lie. Fact checker, you know, back me up on that one.
Peach in this movie is practically
He
a
is not a
college
faceless
girl.
person.
And like the
That's
the
pretty-
two
that's
Mario
That's
brothers.
pretty relatable. We're all in college.
Listen,
The two Mario brothers are like, well, yes, they did get the plumber part right. Do you know where they start the movie? In present-day New York.
Yeah, pizza,
Where does the
baby.
climax of this movie happen? Not in Bowser's castle. I don't even think Bowser has a castle in this movie. Do you know where the climax of my movie is?
No,
Bowser's pimp.
because I was laughing
It's
too
in
hard.
downtown New York City.
What's wrong with that? Like I said,
No
creative.
single Mario
this just
game
sounds-
takes place in
This
New York
just
City.
sounds like a comedic
It can
masterpiece.
be. It's original.
I don't
it's
see what you're
wonderful.
fretting over.
Yours sounds
Okay.
edgy and sick and cool.
It's terrible.
And
Exactly.
It sounds so awesome.
You're right. It
No, it
does
sounds
sound
good.
edgy, sick,
And I
and
believe it is.
uncool.
Your two
No,
movies at least
cool.
got the tone of your movies
no,
done
whoa.
right.
That is
Yes,
No
that is
tone.
a far
There's this
cry.
actually-
Every single
Never
game
mind.
of Mario is like
I
bright
was
and
about to
colorful,
hype
and
my
kids want
movie
to play
up
it.
on
The
accident.
world that
Missed
that
that
Mario has to go into, like down in this like plumber pipe, whatever it is, like when he goes into like the Mushroom Kingdom, it's like really dark and gray, filled with random sparks all over the place. I don't get it.
That sounds fine.
It's not the Mushroom Kingdom though.
But are you having a good time?
There's a lot of Mario
I'm
games.
not having a good
I'm
time.
sure
I
you
feel
would.
depressed looking at this.
I would enjoy your movie. I'd
Yeah.
also probably enjoy your movie. I'd probably get like into it. I'd get all sulky and upset, and I'd be,
Dude,
rain, it's
dude,
blood.
that's so
and then,
edgy.
Goombas wear leather jackets. That never happens.
That just sounds
ever.
cool, man.
No, it doesn't. It's not
all
the game.
Your guys' movies sound great. Mine is ass.
Interesting.
Well,
All right, lay it on me. What's going on? Who won?
there's a whole lot and nothing at the same time.
That is kind of true. Wow.
I don't know
Good
what
job,
his
everybody.
movie's
So
about.
proud.
I'm not. We're gonna have to do some heavy lifting in these last 30 seconds because
Oh shoot!
I
this
don't.
was
I
conclude.
don't. I don't know what I have gleaned from anyone's arguments. It was certainly funny, but I don't know if a debate just happened.
Sounds like the Mario movie to me.
Anyway, 30 seconds, please.
Who's starting?
Okay. The first thing is, my movie didn't even make half of its budget back at the box office. That is just how much of an insult this was. And like, this wasn't even the game. Like, you two, like, at least their tones got it matched up. Like, one of the most iconic scenes from this entire movie is Dennis Hopper as Bowser yelling "monkey." That is the single most. Yeah, it's just how bad that is. He just goes "monkey."
Sounds good to me.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as we all know, the Mario series is thriving. It's one of the most profitable game, clearly. It's one of the most profitable game series of all time. Hitman has had Hitman and Hitman 2, the reboots, as in recent years. Blood Rain is dead. The movie killed them. This is the only one on this fighting arena that has been killed by its own movie. Take that as you will.
I would argue perhaps the game is also just not good. Hitman's a good game. Movie's not good at all. And I didn't hear a whole lot about Blood Rain during this whole thing. You seem to just really hop on that whole Mario train that I laid out for you. So I don't know how well you did at that debate. Your movie, again, comedy gold. Hitman. I can't stress this enough, guys. Ass. So, hey, you know what I mean? Take it or leave it. Hitman's not good.
Giving me a lot to think about here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, we did.
Can we at least all agree that all three of our films are just so god awful?
Yeah,
No.
that's what we're here
Except
to
the
do.
Mario
We're here to celebrate how
How-
bad the things that we love
I
become.
genuinely love both those movies.
You've never seen it. You're a liar. Fact checker. Check me on this
Check
one.
my fact.
yeah,
Show me that I've never seen it. I'd like to see you try.
Fact checker, do we actually have any facts to check?
Unfortunately, everything checks out.
Even the money one?
Dang.
Not
yes,
even made half
yes,
of
it made less than half of the budget.
They're just all so bad. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
numbers don't always mean everything. That's what I was
You know, I'm gonna do something, and it might upset you, Steven.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I still didn't get any sort of concept of what Blood Rain is.
Yeah.
And I have no choice, literally no choice.
Yeah.
And I just hope you understand. This doesn't affect our relationship as human beings.
This is fine.
That's third place.
You set me up. I've been set up. Third place. This was all a ruse.
You kept the sun going. Can we please not do
Careful,
that
there's
for the
a
sake
mic.
of the mics?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm escaping.
Moving along, right into second, we have Hitman.
Oh shit! I really thought I got him there.
Well, you really did talk about the bastardization of the character, how it didn't
Yes.
carry over, how he's not even bald,
It's not even bald.
but to a certain extent, the whole theme of the Hitman games is just hitmanning
Is this
stuff.
decision
It's just-
final right now?
I mean, you're out of time.
Are you about
You
to-
can say
No,
something.
no,
You
no.
can say
No,
something.
because there's
to
this
me.
really badass scene that I really like, actually.
Yeah,
in
the
movie,
decision is final.
Where he does this sniper thing with the table and he hits it and it goes and shoots his cuffs.
Exactly.
Reenact
See,
it right now.
the character has been ruined. In that essence, it makes it unenjoyable for you. But there still are moments where you can see
Yeah, I know.
some just like bald dude doing Hitman stuff,
Yeah, I know.
and it kind of hits the mark.
Yeah.
But what doesn't hit the mark? Very obviously, Super Mario Brothers. You got a Jurassic Park dino sitting in as Yoshi.
Lands.
We got some iconic quotes, but they're only good because they're bad. One could argue that Super Mario Brothers is so good it's bad, but I've tried to watch it,
You
and
can't.
I would really agree that it is about unwatchable.
It is.
So as it stands, third place Blood Rain, second place Hitman,
That's not too
and in
shabby.
first place Super Mario Brothers, the movie. This has been Cardinal Film Fights. I have been and still am your host, judge, and moderator Justin Branson. These fine people have put together quite the spectacle. This
You could say that.
I think we can all say that we genuinely enjoyed ourselves doing this old thing. Going back for more props. I like to see it. This has been Cardinal Film Fights. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like it, do all that fun stuff. You can also look us up on our social medias at Card Film Fights. I suggest you do. You can look at pretty pictures of people like me, all our fun people that are behind the cameras, and occasionally one of our debaters. Thanks for watching.